So here's a grid-in question from an SAT test. It involves the use of a calculator, and in this problem, they give us the cylinder right here. They tell us that the height of that cylinder is 8 yards. It says a dairy farmer uses a storage silo that is in the shape of this cylinder, and the volume of the silo is 72 pi cubic yards. So one thing that you're not going to have to worry about, we've got yards as the height, we've got cubic yards as the measurement for volume, so there's no dimensional analysis or unit converting necessary to do here. What is the diameter of the base of the cylinder in yards? Now, diameter is underlined, and if you're not careful enough with the wording here, there is an easy mistake that you can make before you specify your answer. We'll talk about what that is once we get to that point within the problem. What you see I've screenshotted right here was not included within the problem statement, but you do have access to a reference sheet on the SAT. And there are a lot of little useful area and volume formulas on that reference sheet, and this formula was taken directly from it, just screenshotted directly off of the reference sheet. So you do have access to this on the SAT. You have the volume of a cylinder being given by pi r squared times h. So what we can use this formula to do in this case is we can put 72 pi in place of the volume. We can also put 8 in place of the height. And if we wanted to try to solve this for the radius, we're going to divide the 72 pi by 8 pi, right? Undo the multiplication of r squared by pi and by 8 if we're looking to solve for r. Whenever I do that division, and you can double check this on the calculator is in play for this particular problem. I just chose to do it with kind of reducing the fraction though. But you're going to end up with 9 is what r squared is going to equal. You take the square root. Now technically you get plus or minus 3. It doesn't make sense to have a negative answer within this context. So our answer is positive 3. We've done a handful of steps. It's tempting to go ahead and in your grid, put your answer in as 3. But they did not ask for r. They did not ask for radius. So the reason why diameter is underlined and the easy mistake to make at the very end of this problem that is obviously going to miss it for you is if you don't recognize that the diameter is going to be double that radius. So what we would have to do is we just have to double that result for the radius and make sure we grid in the answer of 6.